I remember when I went to a church I was visiting a couple years ago, and the worship pastor really said something that has stayed with me since then. And it's something that I've been repeating every Sunday that I lead. It really fundamentally changed the way I view worship on Sunday mornings. And what he said is to think of Sunday mornings not as the beginning of your week, but really as the end of your time with God in that week. To expand further on that, it really changed the way worship was approached in my heart. It was less of a time about refreshment and a time about what I need out of that service, and a time about, the blessings that I wanted to get out of that Sunday morning, and all those things that I needed to get out of a worship service. And it really turned into a time of what it should be, a time of thankfulness, a time of just reverence and awe of who God is and the things that He did and brought me through, those areas that He really worked within my week. Worship on Sunday mornings is an interesting time for me. It's a time that we can come together as brothers and sisters, as a congregation. But what are we getting out of that time? I don't believe that worship is about us. I believe worship is about us worshiping our God, our Creator. Certainly we get things out of that as a result. But I think if we approach worship and go into it to say, look, this is not a moment on Sunday morning. This is not half an hour where I'm going to be able to get what I need to get through the week. But this is going to be a time where I'm quiet in my heart and in my soul to thank God for the week, to thank God for another week that we've been able to worship Him and to praise Him. It's been a great change of heart for me to be able to approach worship as an end, as a celebration, as a remembrance, and as a act of thankfulness, instead of a time of, God, what are you going to do for me this morning? For me, worship is definitely more than a moment. There's fewer words that I can really pair with that phrase, because it's who we are created to be. It's what we are created to do. It's what God expects of us, not just on Sunday morning, but through our entire week. There are many ways that we can do that. I think we can be in the Word. I think we can challenge each other and be around like-minded people. I think we can listen to worship CDs and listen to music and dive into, a lot of creative that comes out of worship. And through that, I think we can prepare ourselves for the Sunday morning celebration that is worship.